Welcome back to what will hopefully be the first of many fabulous food and story time videos here on this channel, Frugal Mama's Time Out, as we start the new year and continue the journey that we have been on since approximately halfway through last year of getting healthy on the low carb, dirty keto plan, trying to get Mama where she needs to be to live a better, less painful life. Okay, so today, look what I'm having for lunch. Not this box, but this fabulous Quest cheese pizza. Thin crust, 4-cheese pizza. I've already had one of these the other day. That's why I bought more. They are delicious. They're a little pricey. Here's the price. That's at Walmart. I got it on the grocery pickup. But oh my God, they are good. So if you're doing low carb and kind of a dirty keto, number one, I hope you'll join us on this channel, follow along for the adventures as we document this health journey. But also, I would strongly, highly, absolutely recommend Quest Pizza. Now, the only one that is available at my Walmart right now is the 4-cheese, but I will be keeping an eye out and looking at other stores and seeing if there happens to be anything else. But let me just say, it's delicious. And the timer just went off, and now it's cooling, and very soon, we'll be eating. Diet root beer. I know. Everyone has opinions on diet soda, and I don't drink very much of it anymore. Almost completely gave it up 6 months ago. But when I need a Diet Coke or need a diet root beer, I have it. So there. If you're looking for someone doing clean keto, that's not me. But progress is happening. Doing it the way I'm doing it. So I'm sticking with it. This is so yummy. If you are expecting something that tastes like Round Table Pizza or Domino's even, this is not that. But you also won't be sticking to a low-carb, dirty keto plan with Round Table or Domino's or Little Caesars or whoever your favorite is. And this does the job. The cheese is cheesy. The sauce is saucy, not super sweet. It's not a cauliflower crust. I think it's like that Vital Wheat gluten stuff that my tortillas are made out of. There's no sweet to the crust. Very strong flavor of Parmesan, which if you've done keto or like low carb, you know that Parmesan is something you use a lot of. Okay, maybe not everybody, but I do. Which reminds me, stay tuned. Tomorrow, I will be making my delicious Parmesan hamburger meatballs, showing you how to make fantastic meatballs without bread. So, just FYI, how to make this pizza. Super easy. You turn on your oven to 400 degrees. You keep the pizza frozen during the preheating process. I don't know if that's just like a safety thing or if it will like affect how the pizza is. You know, when it's low carb stuff, they have to use some kind of funky ingredients to make it pizza and still be low carb. So I don't know if stuff maybe would separate or whatever, but it says keep it frozen. So keep it frozen. Then you remove the pizza from the box, discard the freshness wrap and the cardboard tray, put it on just a pizza pan, and you bake it 19 to 22 minutes in my oven. I found that about 21 minutes, absolutely perfect, nice and crispy. But it also says, as a tip for a crispier crust, to put it directly on the middle wire rack. Okay? You're supposed to let it stand for about 3 minutes. I wouldn't let it stand much longer. This is absolutely, as with almost any warm food, it's best fresh out of the oven. Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself, so do wait a couple of minutes, but don't wait much longer because it is yummiest when it's fresh. I had 3 pieces. There's still plenty of pizza left. I'm totally full. So when I eat that pizza for dinner later on, I am not microwaving it. Guys, if you are adopting this low carb, just low carb, no sugar life, it's hard enough. You don't want microwaved low carb Quest pizza for dinner. No. Pop it back in the oven. I'm going to see kind of how it goes, like a lower temperature, and just for a few minutes and see how much, how long it takes. I don't know. It'll be an experiment, but I am not putting it in the microwave. Doing keto is hard enough. You don't want microwaved pizza. I don't want microwaved, warmed up, leftover pizza. Now, story time. If you were only here for the food review, I give it as far as a low carb pizza and just a low carb food in general. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. It is delicious. It is worth the cost. I will be buying this again. I have another one in the freezer still. So definitely highly recommend this. You can get it at Walmart. I will be looking out for other flavors, so stay tuned for more reviews when and if I find other flavors that they have. But if that's all that you were here for, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you will subscribe and join us on this health journey, this dirty keto plan, this low carb life that I have embraced and am continuing on. I would love for you to be part of it. Now, story time for those who would like to stay for a bit of a story. Okay, so quickly, today's story, first of food and story episodes, it's just going to be a quick one. And it's about broccoli. Specifically, raw broccoli on New Year's Eve with a cheese ball. And it's a cautionary tale. All broccoli, in my experience, helps move things along in your guts. But raw broccoli, it tortures you as it's doing that. Oh my God. So New Year's Eve, there was, an array of snacks and treats and everything. And I, of course, was sticking with my keto and I wanted some cheese ball because New Year's Eve, you have cheese ball. With like green onions in it and like shreds of cheese in this like cream cheese conglomeration mound of deliciousness, usually covered in like thinly sliced toasted almonds. Oh my goodness. And you like pack it onto Wheat Thins or Triscuits or whatever, right? Or butter crackers if you're so inclined. For me, generally it's like Wheat Thins or Triscuits. Well, of course, I'm doing the low carb life. You can't use those crackers. And I didn't bother looking as, everything was kind of winding down to Christmas. I had too much going on. I did not look for low carb options of crackers. Wasn't going to do it. So instead, I utilized the vegetable tray. I wasn't going to go with carrots because they are high carb. And once I start eating carrots, I eat a lot of carrots. And I was like, no, that's not how we're finishing this year off. So I went with broccoli and celery. Celery, no problem. I don't think it contributed too much, but I could be wrong. I think mostly, though, it was the broccoli. I had a couple of grape tomatoes just to add some sweet because yum, but you also have to be careful with tomatoes because they're high in carbs, and so you got to be careful. I ate all the celery that was on the tray. Then I cleaned off all the broccoli. I figured everyone else was eating like M&Ms and Wheat Thins and God knows what else. They could handle me taking all of the celery and the broccoli that was left. So I packed like cheese ball goodness onto the broccoli and the celery, and I ate all that. And then within probably a half hour, so well before we rang in the new year, I started feeling this horrible bloat and just the most horrible discomfort in my stomach, in my chest. And it lasted clear through to, mid-morning of New Year's Day. And then proceeded to clean out my guts. And I didn't mind the cleaning out my guts part. I could handle that. I don't have a gallbladder. I'm used to my guts getting cleaned out on a regular basis. Thank you, Powerade, for keeping me going. But the gas, it was terrible. And cooked broccoli, it always like cleans me out. I'm used to that, but it does not do that gas thing that raw broccoli does. I mean, is this something that has happened to you? Please tell me, but wow. And I don't eat raw broccoli very often, very, very seldom, but it was what was there. It was what I was using, and cooked broccoli doesn't really work for like cheese ball. And plus I wasn't at my house, so I wasn't going to go and say, hey, can I pop this in the oven or, steam this or something? I suffered. It was misery. It was absolute misery. I still was able to ring in the new year and did my toot tootly toot on my noisemaker and all of that, and enjoyed some fireworks in the neighborhood, and it was still fabulous to say goodbye 2020. Hello 2021. Please be kind. Please be kind to us. But the gas and the discomfort, it didn't matter how I laid down. My poor husband, I was tossing and turning like the whole night. I took gas relief pill thingies. I had Tums. It was just misery. It was absolute misery. I did get some sleep, not nearly enough, and then just suffered. It was bad. So today's story time, like I said, is a cautionary tale. Be careful. Be cautious with raw broccoli. If you're using it in place of crackers or something else in your low carb life, just be really careful. I don't know if I had just had one or two pieces, it would have been fine, but I had florets galore. I had like the whole broccoli forest, and I paid for it. That is today's story time and food review. Again, I highly recommend the Quest Pizza. Stay tuned for more food reviews in my low carb life, along with little bits of stories and sometimes broccoli themed cautionary tales. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you real soon. Bye.